Welcome everyone to your weekly pick-a-card reading for Monday the 30th of January to Sunday the 5th of February, or for whenever you come across this reading, as these messages are timeless. Thank you so much for joining me again, or welcome if this is your first time here. I hope that these messages resonate and that they help you and guide you in the week ahead and also on your journey through life. Let's get started. Okay everyone, we have pole number 1, pole number 2, pole number 3 and pole number 4. We have the moss agate for pole number 1. We have the flower quartz for pole number 2. We have the howlite for pole number 3. And we have the tourmaline for pole number 4. So as usual, my friends, select by a card, a pile, a crystal, whatever you feel drawn to. And if you feel drawn to selecting more than one pile, please go ahead and just let your intuition drive you, or just let the random come in. Timestamps will be below. Feel free to pause this if you need more time. I'll see you in just a moment. Hello, pole number 1. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. So we have the blessing for the week. We have the overall energy synchronicities. We have turtle spirit with slow and steady wins the race. We have rabbit spirit with now is a lucky time. We have the 8 of cups, the Emperor and strength. Beautiful energies, my friends. Okay, pole number 1, your overall energy is synchronicities, and the card says allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. I just really feel, pole number 1, you're stepping into your authentic power, into your understanding. This is accepting and acknowledging your path, and you're having the strength to move forward in it. Or it could be this path is leading you to the discovery of your power and your strength within. But there's a certain sense here of the random. I'm just getting the word random. A sense of not trying to control everything, not trying to have a to-do list and do it in that order. I'm getting the image. I'm just getting the image of, randomly enough, of you being in a shopping centre and you decide, oh, I'm going to go to this shop first, and then when you get there you go, actually no, I'm going to go to this shop first, and then suddenly you meet a friend from school they haven't seen in 15-20 years. And there's this sense of don't have everything so planned out that there's no random. You know, suddenly you might wake up in the morning and, you know, it's a Sunday morning and you decided you were going to do this, that and the other. And suddenly you just feel like, oh, I don't want to. I want to go to the park and sit on a bench and enjoy the sunshine, or enjoy the glistening leaves after the rain last night. And it's allowing yourself those callings, almost allowing yourself to go, oh, but you know what? I'm really drawn to do this today. I'm really drawn to say that. I'm really drawn to be here. And this can play out in numerous different ways in your life, pole number 1. But it's the allowing part that I think is the most important. It's that allowing part that, I want to say, pole number 1, it changes everything. Now, interestingly enough, with the spirit animal here, you've got turtle spirit and slow and steady wins the race. And you've got rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. And I feel it's not in the rushing around that you'll get to where you want to be. I almost feel it's a lucky time. It's allowing these random, it's allowing the synchronicities to come into your life. It's almost like what you want to win. And when I mean what you want to win, it's not competitive, but where you want to go, what you want to achieve. It's in allowing. And when we're in an energy of allowing, pole number 1, we are slower, we are steady. There's a flow. I'm getting the image of, you know, the turtle on land is heavy and awkward, and in the water he's graceful. And he's light, he's not burdened by the weight of his shell. And there's ease in his movements. And I feel that's why it's a lucky time for you, pole number 1. Because I feel there's going to be a sense of acceptance and grace and gentleness and fluidity. A sense of allowing and going with the flow. And that flow takes you I'm seeing this 8 of Cups as it takes you away from where you no longer want to be. It takes you to where you want to go. It takes you to the win. And in the sense of winning the race here, it means to achieving your goal, to achieving your dream, and luck's on your side. The synchronicities, the flow of the universe is with you. And so I sense that you're moving in alignment with spirit, with your inner guidance, with your soul. And when we are in alignment with the all that is and with ourselves, we do flow much more easily. We move much more gracefully. There are still lessons, there are still challenges, but we find them easier to navigate. We don't get stuck on them, we don't get bogged down by them. And there's a sense of you with the Emperor here and strength. Now, this is the universe. The major arcana is the universe doing its bit. You're doing your bit by allowing, by going with the flow, by slowing down and seeing all those opportunities in the synchronicities, seeing the magic of life. And the universe is doing its bit. this new path opening up for you, pole number 1, I feel it's one that guides you to greater understanding of who you are and your strengths, your power, how you are not just, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not just a piece on the chessboard being moved around haphazardly by whoever's in power. You're not a consequence of your past. There's this sense of, gosh, I've got this. I may not have it all figured out, but I know I have the strength to always figure it out. In strength is not like control. When we control, we give our strength, our power away. Sorry, power is not like control. When we are in a controlling energy, we give our power away, because in the need to control and hold on to and navigate and restrict, we lose ourselves in that. So we give our power away to the energy of whoever or whatever we're trying to control. When we really sit in our power, we understand that we've got this. What we need will come to us. The strength doesn't come from how we can control others or how we can manipulate our environment. It comes from our inner strength of knowing who we are. The lion doesn't have to walk around going, watch out, I'm a lion, watch out, I'm a lion. Just his presence alone is enough. He doesn't set out to intimidate. He doesn't set out to scare. But his presence lets the animals around him know who he is. Now that's in an animal world. In our world it's a little bit different. We don't, well, hopefully we're not sitting there trying to be, look at me, I'm the biggest predator here. No. But we sit in our power with our boundaries, with our kindness and our compassion, with our hopes and our dreams, with our weaknesses. And we embrace it all. And there's strength in it all. The Strength card says, personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you know. Realizing that you're stronger than you knew. And there's this sense of you understanding more about yourself than you did before. There's this sense of allowing yourself to be who you are, because there's a sense that you're understanding who you are. And pole number 1, there's a new journey here. There's new movement. There's lucky breaks, but they're not lucky breaks. It's because you're in the flow. It's because you're moving with the universe. And it makes things happen. And your blessing for the week, pole number 1, is a blessing from the light. You are dearly loved, more than you can possibly imagine, and you are never alone. A universe of love and light surrounds you and showers you with blessings that ebb and flow in your heart. I'm going to leave you with that blessing, pole number 1. Love and light, my friends. Have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 2. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. So we have the blessing for the week. We have your overall energy, and that's increase. We have brown bear spirit with take time out. We have the turkey spirit with give with gratitude and grace. We have the magician. We have the seven of swords. And we have the high priestess. Beautiful. Okay, so pile number 2, you start off with increase, and the card says you have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. That's beautiful. And when we manifest, there's an increase. There's coming into more awareness. There's a sense that on our journey, sometimes we feel like we don't manifest anything, and that's because we're growing and evolving, and the lessons are centered around gaining more knowledge. And I feel for you, pole number 2, you're actually in the process of taking that knowledge and that understanding and the wisdom from your previous journeys, and now you're manifesting something in the tangible world, and manifesting something that is in alignment with who you are, with your soul, with your higher self. And pole number 2, look at this energy. You've got the Seven of Swords, which for me is being strategic. It's thinking outside the box. It's taking those opportunities that present to us. It's not following the crowd. It's kind of marching to the beat of our own drum. It's not taking everything. It's understanding that some things that come our way are not for us. They're not in alignment with who we are. But boy, is there a lot of opportunities that come our way that are aligned with who we are. But we need to be in our power. We need to know who we are in order to know which opportunities to run with, to take, when to leave the crowd behind. And that, on either side, is the magician and the high priestess. And this is understanding who you are on such a deep level. This is being in alignment with who you are. This is understanding as much as you can the intangible and the tangible, and being able to bring them together to make up your truth. Pole number 2. What you believe. What aligns with you. And this is manifesting. The magician is understanding the alchemy of life and manifesting. It's understanding, because he has all the elements. He has the pentacle, the cup, the swords and the wands. So he understands all the elements that make up life. He doesn't control them. He understands them enough to know what energy to embrace, how to go with the flow. It's not willpower. It's allowing. It's not determination, though determination does come into it. It's not digging your heels in and being stubborn. It's allowing things to flow. It's being I've been asked to go back to the determination. So it's not determination, it's dedication. It's being dedicated to your goal. It's being dedicated to that pull that your soul is calling you to follow. dedication and determination are different. Well, here I'm seeing them as different. To me, they're different. Your determination is almost grasping. And it's, the magician doesn't grasp at anything. He knows the minute he grasps at something, he's lost the alchemy. He's lost the flow. He's lost the connection. He's not allowing anymore, he's controlling. And these energies are really, they come from your higher self. They're high vibrating energies. And because they're aligned with, they're more aligned, not more aligned, sorry, but they're very connected to your higher self. They're more of the upper realms than the earthly reality. Though they see the earthly reality for what they are, because they have that really high perspective. And it's making choices, making decisions, understanding in this physical reality, our physical world, but with this greater understanding. You know, if we just see things from our reality, you know, often we can think that more is better. And it's when we zoom out and we have perspective and we come from a higher perspective, we realize that quality is better. And what I mean by quality, I mean the things that are coming in that are quality to us, meaning they are aligned with us. They are in alignment with who we are. And this energy manifests, and I really want to say, with real ease, with real grace, simply. It's almost the sense pole number 2 that just in you being you, you are manifesting the right opportunities that are aligned with you, and you see which ones to take. Because you no longer see yourself as an extension of others, you see yourself as you. You are you, connected to others. But you are different, yet you are the same. And you understand all that. And it's that understanding that really moves you forward on this path in quite a big way. And I'm getting pole number 2 that once you see something, you can't unsee it. It's like when this understanding comes to you, when this perspective comes to you, you will always have it, because you won't be able to unsee it. You won't be able to pretend you don't know it anymore. And so when you fall out of this space because, you know, we go back to being sometimes petty, or we go back to trying to control or to grasp onto things, you'll get this sense of, why are you doing that? Do you know, you'll talk yourself out of doing that because you know, and you can't unknow now. And look at this spirit animal energy. You've got brown bear spirit with take time out, and you've got turkey spirit with give with gratitude and grace. There's this gentleness, there's this slowing down. It's not a race. You know, and I remember reading somewhere, I don't know who said it, it's like, why would you want to make life a race? The end of the race is the death of life as you know it, the death of your body. Why do you want to race through it? And I remind myself of that when I try to rush. What's the rush? The finish line is passing away. Your soul doesn't, but your body does, and then you go into another experience. And there's this sense pole number 2 that you understand that to be in flow with life, to manifest, to be aligned with your higher self, it takes reduced speed. It takes gracefulness and flow. It takes gratitude and an open heart. It takes forgiveness. It takes love. It takes embracing all of who you are and all of it that makes up you. And your blessing for this week, pole number 2, is Shanti, peace blessing. And I said but I think it might be Aum Shanti. Aum Shanti. Blessed are you with everlasting peace beyond words or understanding. Blessed are you with tranquility and peace and bliss, beg your pardon. Blessed are you with the clarity that reveals the beauty of your soul and through which all appears as infinite. That's a beautiful blessing to end your reading with, pole number 2. Love and light, my friends. Have a beautiful week. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 3. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you this week. So we have your blessing for the week. We have energy healer, beautiful. We have bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. We have the antelope spirit, life is speeding up. We have death. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands. And I'm just tingling all over pole number 3. Oh my goodness. What an energy. Pole number 3, your overall energy for this week is energy healer. And the card says your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now. And I'm being drawn to remind you, pole number 3, that a smile can heal, a kind word can heal, your silence can heal, doing nothing can heal. And I feel it's this energy of healing that you're going to be embracing. It's this energy of healing in whatever that comes to you. Some of us heal with our words. Some of us heal with our actions. Some of us heal with our energy, our vibration. Some of us heal with the beauty that we bring into the world, either by the way that we look, by how artistic we are. There are so many ways that we bring healing into the world. And they're all unique to us. And with this reading, pole number 3, I really feel that however you heal, and whether you know how that is yet or not, it's more being open to it that I think is the energy that Spirit's bringing to this reading. It's needed, and people will respond to it. People will respond to your energy. So there's a sense of being aware how your energy is, the space that your energy is in. There's a sense of I just got, who are you called to be? That's really interesting. Who are you called to be? And notice it wasn't what are you called to do? It's who are you called to be? That's beautiful. Thank you for that message, Spirit. You have the bat spirit, and a rebirth is assured, and you have antelope spirit, life is speeding up. And I feel there's this understanding, there's this shift in your energy, shift in your perceptions, shift in the way you do things, shift in who you are. And it's creating this forward movement for you. There's change coming into your life in a really big way. A rebirth is massive. The death card is the complete end. Like it's the end. It's the finality of something. And then rebirth. So you've got death and rebirth. And I'm kind of getting the feeling it's the end of your life as you know it. Now that sounds so dramatic and so drastic, but it can just be the end of the way you think of your life, the end of the way that you know yourself, the end of the way that you see your world. And for some of you, pole number 3, I have to say, it could be the end of the way you know your life at the moment. You could be moving to a completely new place. You could be embarking on a completely new adventure that takes you completely away from everything that is known. That's a rebirth. And there's this sense of, I feel like you're saying yes. I feel like you're ready. I feel like, I mean, the Fool isn't here, but it may as well be here for the way I'm feeling this reading. And it's like you're saying yes to this rebirth. I see it, I want it, I'm doing it, I'm going for it. And then life speeds up. Now with this antelope spirit and this life speeding up, I feel like life opens up. It's not suddenly that you start, oops, sorry, cards. It's not suddenly that you start running. It's suddenly that it's like this whoosh and things open up. And there's possibilities and things come into your life. I love how you have the 3 of Wands here. I love this. This is the antelope spirit. And this is your ships coming in. This is having opportunities. So the card says planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. And you know, I'm getting with this death, energy healer, Ace of Swords, rebirth, life is speeding up. I get the feeling that you're open for the adventure, pole number 3. You don't even mind what comes in. You're going to say yes because you are so aligned. You are so aligned with what is for you that the only things that are opening up for you are for you. So I'm getting this sense that it doesn't matter, this rebirth where you find yourself, where all these opportunities open up, it's almost going to be like, which one do I want? There's this sense of freedom. There's this sense of not being burdened by the past, not being burdened by your past choices, not being burdened by your past lifestyles, not being burdened by your past people. And that's why I almost get the feeling that you're really moving away from the old, where you can reinvent yourself in a really new way. And this shift of energy of yours really heals your life. It really shifts what's no longer for you, and it brings in things that are exactly aligned with you. I see this sword as being so upright and so straight and so true. And this is opportunities coming in. This is gifts from the universe coming in that are in alignment with you. I get the feeling, pole number 3, you've done the nitty-gritty work. And that's not to say that there's not going to be more work. Of course, in every journey there's challenges and there's work to be done, and there's things to overcome and things to understand. But there's this sense that you've been really working on your past. Your last journey was all about healing and clearing, and it was painful. I feel it was sad and it was traumatic, and I really feel, pole number 3, that it was painful. But you've emerged with this rebirth, with this new energy that is propelling you forward into alignment with what is meant for you. And it's because you've done the painful stuff. It's because you've let go. You realize that you're not really that much in control. So you're going for it. Show me, universe, you're saying. Show me what you want me to do. Show me where you want me to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go on this adventure. Point me in the direction. And when we're that free, when we're that willing, when we're that open, life opens up. And this energy of freedom, a sense of rebirth and allowing, that's the energy you're bringing into the world, and that's the energy that heals on such a deep level. Pole number 3, you are going to smile at a stranger and it is going to shift something in them. That's the energy I get. I'm covered in tingles again. And I'm not just my legs, not just my arms, it's my arms and my legs, and I'm just like, oh, it's beautiful. And we'll finish with your blessing for the week, pole number 3. And your blessing is a crystal clear blessing. You are soon blessed with great clarity. Your destiny is calling and your soul is shining its infinite wisdom. You are blessed, protected, and guided in all you do from this moment on. And there go the tingles again. I'm wondering if you're tingling as well. Like, I'm wondering if you can feel this electricity. Oh, my friends, love and light. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy this journey. Embrace it. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye. Hello, pole number 4. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for us. We have the blessing for the week. The overall energy is core values. We have animal spirit with the stag spirit, take the lead. We have the coyote spirit with trust in divine detours. We have the 4 of wands, the 5 of wands, and the 9 of swords. This is interesting energy. Pole number 4, your overall energy is core values, and the card says follow your heart and make your values a priority. And I'm being called to ask you, pole number 4, do you know what your values are? And when I mean know, do you make your decisions? Do you make your choices in life from your core values? Do you know them that well? Have you ever written them down and looked at them? Teal Swan does she's made up oracle cards, and the oracle cards are all about values. There's 200 cards in the pack and it's all different values. And I was amazed to see, I didn't know, I kept getting called to look at my values, look at my values. And I didn't know where to start. And one day I just stumbled across this deck and went, oh, thank you. And it was such a blessing. It took me months to go through it. And I kept going through it and going through it. I made 4 piles. And then I grabbed the first pile, which is my biggest ones. And I reduced it down to 10 that were my absolute core values. I've written them down. And when I need to make decisions, I look at them and I say, okay, am I making this to be closer to my core values, or is it taking me away from them? And it is surprising how much it makes choosing so much easier. It makes decision making easier. There's a lot less fear involved because we have guidelines, if you like. The process was not quick. As I said, it took me months. And I was dedicated. I didn't do it willy-nilly. I really looked at them. I really sat with them. And the cards have like some writing on them, so you can really see the difference in different ones. And I do apologize, I don't have the deck in front of me and I can't remember what it was called. It wasn't called Values, but if you look on Amazon or on Booktopia or something like that, and I think if you just put in Teal Swan, I'm sure it'll be listed there. Now this is not affiliated, I get nothing for recommending that, but if you are really interested in looking at your core values and like me you didn't know where to start, this deck is amazing. 200 core values. I didn't even know they existed. Some of them I didn't even know they were values. It was amazing. It was an amazing journey. Now, pole number 4, your core values are massively important in your life at the moment. Because following your heart is a priority. Now, I'm going to come straight down to the tarot because the oracle are kind of showing you a way out. There is a new journey, there's a new door that I feel this is before the other tarot, so this is now or in just your very recent past, but there's a door that's opened, and boy has it got you in a tiz. Oh, the first thing that came to mind, it's got your knickers in a knot, pole number 4. I don't know why, but it's got you really like, oh my God. You're either in complete debate with yourself, you're just 1 minute yes, 1 minute no, and you go to everything in between. And it's got you, it's keeping you up at night. It's got you really worried. The 9 of Swords, the card says unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation, sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. And I get the feeling, pole number 4, that this door has opened of left field. This was never foreseen. Coyote Spirit is here. Trust in the divine detour. Pole number 4, are you somebody that likes to be well planned out? Somebody that likes to be methodical in the way they proceed in life? Somebody that kind of had all their ducks in a row, kind of knew where they were going, knew how to get there, and has life thrown you a curveball? A divine detour. And it has you spinning. It has you going, what? No, I had everything planned. Stick to your guns. You knew. But there is something that is pulling you here. Our soul has this magnetic pull. You can't see it, you can't explain it, but boy, can you feel it. And so suddenly you're drawn to do things that don't make sense in your day-to-day life or in your thoughts. And there's a sense of this needing to go with the pull. But there's so much resistance. There's so much, oh my gosh. And this is why your core values, follow your heart and make your values a priority. Going back to your values. Now, pole number 4, not what people say are good values to have. Not what we believe as a society the values we should embrace. Your values. Do you love money? Do you love solitude? Do you want to be independent? Do you want to be, do you value family above all else? And you're finding yourself going towards a job that's going to take up all your time. It's your values that will guide you. And they're not right or wrong. They're yours. Embrace them. They will guide you and they will get you out of this energy, this 5 of Wands, of really battling yourself, really going, I don't know. And there's this conflict. And this indecisiveness, this worry, this anxiety, these sleepless nights, and then this pull that keeps pulling you. And you've got Stag Spirit, take the lead, and Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Now this is Spirit guiding you, but it can only open the door for you. You must walk through it. Now when I say, sorry, Spirit's just paused me there. When I say pole number 4 that you must walk through it, you don't have to walk through it. The choice is yours. But in order to get to the other side, Spirit can't drag you through the door. It is your choice to walk through the door. It is you that takes those steps, and that's why the Stag Spirit is here. Take the lead. Know your values in life. And knowing your values, there's a sense that you become more aware of who you are, what's important to you. And this pull will be in alignment with it. So suddenly this energy will dissipate. There will still be fear, pile number 4. There will still be the uncertain. But that's the adventure. And when we know we're headed with what's for us, because we see that it's in alignment with us, it makes the forward movement. It's still scary. It still takes courage. But somehow it's easier to do. It's easier to walk through. It's easier to allow that magnetic pull to draw us because we're not battling it. We say, oh, this is in alignment. Thank you. Allow me to receive. Let me be in an energy of receiving. Let me go with the flow. Take me. But we have to be open to it. If not, Spirit can only guide and set checkpoints and show us the way. It can't force us. I'm going to end your reading with the blessing for the week, pole number 4. And your blessing is a sea of blessings. The universe is a projection from within you, and you are a projection of the universe. You are vast space, and yet you are spaceless. You are a divine ocean of love, a sea of blessings. You are the wind of change that flows through life. I'm going to leave you with that blessing pole number 4. Love and light, my friends. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.